There is a phrase that has always bothered me a little bit, and the older I get, it bothers me even more. It is jack of all trades, master of none. But today, I want to try to convince you that that phrase is highly overrated. What if I told you that jack of all trades has been misunderstood for a long time? What if being a master of all trades is not only possible, but an actual massive unlock for you as a creative person? Some of the most innovative thinkers, creators, and artists throughout all of history had lots of disciplines. And we have a term for this. It's called a polymath. And today, in tribute of the great David Lynch, I want to talk about what it means to love a lot of different things and have all of those things help you make the things that you really want to make. This term, jack of all trades, appeared in 1612 when Robert Greene criticized William Shakespeare for his many, many diverse talents. It annoyed Robert Greene that Shakespeare was good at a lot of things. So he called him a Johnny Do-It-All. By the 18th century, the term that we're actually familiar with appeared, jack of all trades, master of none, but often sometimes better than a master of one was created. This phrase caught on and was used in literature, media. It was a big deal because it was actually a compliment. It was saying that people who can learn to do a lot of things are valuable, they're useful, and they're versatile. But sometime in the 19th century, the ending of that phrase was removed and it was only jack of all trades, master of none. This happened because there was a new idea of success in town. It was the Industrial Revolution or an industrial economy. People were saying you need to do one thing and you need to be really efficient because that's how you're going to be successful. And this started a slow, sneaky death of the polymath creative. People started to believe that they shouldn't be scattered or be interested in multiple things. This is where we get the modern concept of, hey, you better go to college and get the degree in the one thing or you won't be successful mentality of modern society. It's all based around one thing, super efficient, no waste. But the problem with that is art is wasteful. Art takes time, exploration. It takes a lot of noodling around and stewing in different things, and history shows us that in some very amazing examples. Leonardo da Vinci mastered art, science, engineering, painting. Can you imagine anyone saying that he was not good at those things? He literally changed the world because he was interested in so much, and all of those things came together to help everything that he was working in. Another example is Maya Angelou. She was a singer, an artist, a poet, and an activist. She was involved in so many different facets of creativity. And again, every one of those things that she was a part of fed into the other and made her extremely unique. Benjamin Franklin invented the bifocals, the glass harmonica. He invented electricity? Not really, but he discovered it. He was insanely creative. He was a politician. He was a writer. He was a true polymath. Can you imagine saying, hey, you're a jack of all trades and you're not good at any of it? One of my favorite examples of this is Hedy Lamarr. She was a superstar celebrity actress in the golden age of film, but on the side, she loved engineering and she dabbled in all kinds of creative disciplines. Because of this, she essentially created the modern foundations of Wi-Fi. These jack of all trades have actually driven our society, especially creativity. And lastly, the inspiration for this entire episode with his passing, the great David Lynch. When I saw the news that he was gone, I went and looked back over his work that I've always loved. His photography, his music, his paintings, his movies. He's incredibly diverse, and he even had really intense hobbies like roasting coffee beans and going all the way to an extreme with it. It was because of all of these interests that he became one of the most unique creative people of our entire generation. So why is this? Why is it a good thing to be a jack of all trades? And why has it been looked down on for so many years? I think it's easy to answer the why has it been looked down on because it really is that industrial complex, that pushing forward of capitalism and the Industrial Revolution that said efficiency equals money. And dabbling around as a creative doesn't make a lot of money per hour. We need to let that go and realize that we are not made to be good at one thing. We are made to explore life in the fullest. Some of you have been discouraged your whole life because you feel like you just can't find the one thing you're supposed to do. My encouragement for you today is to say there isn't one thing you're supposed to do. An artist creates art, and art is pulled from all around you. The things that you love help you create things that other people will love. This is important because there is a cross-pollination, a literal sharing of ideas across disciplines. Just like with David Lynch, if you watch one of his films, you will see his painting. He actually said, "My films are moving paintings with sound." And I love listening to the soundtrack of Twin Peaks and knowing he designed that sound because he saw the paintings in his mind and created them through a film. This is that cross-pollination that all of us should be operating in. Another thing is it makes us super adaptable. We can swing from one thing to the other. We don't have to depend on one successful art form. We should be able to have our hands in different things and feel inspiration and move to it as it comes and goes, and move to different art forms as the world and the community that you're in needs certain things. You can respond to what and who you're making something for in different ways as it feels appropriate. I realized over the last couple of years that I really have spent 20 plus years, really 25 years as I sit here today, exploring tons of different creative disciplines. I never really thought about it, but I started on guitar. That led me to tons of different instruments. That led me to writing songs. That led me to engineering in studios. That led me to producing other people's work. Then I got into circuit design, and music influenced my circuit designs in my guitar pedals. And those guitar pedals have branched out into all kinds of other things, like talking on YouTube and being a better teacher because of that. Then I got into photography because of cycling. I got really into gravel cross-country cycling, and I wanted to take photos. Then all of that photography from the cycling taught me how to be a better photographer for the other things I do, like the guitar industry. There is a constant process of everything bleeding together. Even the graphic design and branding elements that I've learned over 17 years of running a business have bled over into other disciplines. I now write. I never thought I would do that, but everything I mentioned before has made me a better writer. It never ends. And even my hobbies like cycling, and even recently just wanting to learn to cook certain things, have expanded my mind creatively. One last tip. Don't get in a hurry. It really has taken me 25 years to fully see and respect all of that crosstalk and cross-pollination in my life, and I am so thankful for it. I didn't notice it in my early years, and I don't think I even noticed it in the middle years. So a lot of you are in that same position. Look back over all your interests, forget the critics, and think about how they're all helping each other, and go find other hobbies and disciplines. I guarantee you it will not disappoint you. In the comments below, tell me what you think about this, and tell me all of your disciplines. Argue with me if you want to, but I really want to hear from some of you about how your creative endeavors and interests have all cross-pollinated and helped each other. Share this with a friend who's struggling to figure it out or make it. Have a great day. Hit like, subscribe to the channel, and click the bell icon to get notifications of future episodes. Goodbye.